some mute. Hey, hold on. Bitch, be quiet. Lot of niggas fake, so I'm moving in silence.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? It's your boy. Got another one here, man. I got a banger. Probably ain't a banger, but you know what I mean. It's a Lapeef panel. He has a bunch of women on here always going off, always mad about something. Man, I just gotta talk about something, y'all. Okay? I gotta get this off my chest. All right. Now you all know that my son broke his leg at school. I've had to go through the past month, 2 months of, the hospital called CPS. I'm in Nashville, North Carolina. These hillbillies just decided to call CPS without even talking to me. CPS do their investigation, right? And it's a white guy come out here, and I had no problems with this dude. That's why you never heard about me talking about it. Investigation closed, and now it's this follow-up lady that really just handles like scheduling of appointments and then just closing out the rest. And it's very little I have to deal with her. Like the case is closed. It's just administrative stuff I got to do. And I'm arguing with this black woman, man. Like I'm arguing with this black woman, and of course, it had to be a black woman, and she's mammying me, and she had like there's been no hurricane damage out here. She had like I didn't just get my phone and internet back up Friday afternoon, and she's trying to get on to me. She's on the phone talking about, okay, Mr. Young, but you're not the only one that was affected by the hurricane. People in South Carolina was too. Last I checked, it said that Western North Carolina got the worst. How come I keep having South Carolinians telling me that y'all had it just as bad? Why are y'all doing that? This is not the Victim Olympics. If you're able to get to your job and harass everybody that is currently going, this woman was talking to me on the phone and a military helicopter was flying over me at the same time. I'm like, I know you hear the helicopter, right? But this woman tried to mammy me, and I had to tell her, listen, man, I'm not gonna argue with you. Call me back at this time of the day, 2 p.m. And whatever administrative stuff I gotta do, we'll do it then. She texted me at 7:30 this morning, man. Text me. I don't know you. We're not friends. Y'all, I'm just telling you, man, y'all are weird as hell, man. Like, y'all are so weird. You want to mammy somebody all the time. You don't even have to know them. I had to get on to that woman, and I feel bad because I didn't want to get on to her, but I had to put things back in check. You don't run me. I don't work for you, fool. Can't do nothing to me. It's already done. Just you know what I'm saying? Do your administrative stuff and keep it trucking. Don't you know what I mean? This woman, I'm about to go live. She called me up. This is how the devil works, man. I was about to go live, man. This woman called me up out of nowhere. I'm like, man. And then she's on here trying to mammy me, man. Like, I done heard this from you. Who talks like that? I done heard, this story from you 3 different times. Da, 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 da. What are you talking like? I told her I ain't applying for a job. Yeah, you know what? You're stressing me out. I don't feel safe or comfortable. So you got to start using the right words when you talking to these people that work for the government. See, they like to play with you like they running something, but when you know the game, man, you're stressing me out. So you're stressing me out. Okay. I got PTSD, combat PTSD, and you making me feel like I might need to go down here and schedule a visit to the VA. Oh, no, we ain't got back off. Call me back at 2, then leave me alone. Okay. You tired of hearing what I said? I'm tired of talking to you. You think I want to talk to you? Nah. You're doing some administrative stuff on some crap that happened to my son at school with some other kid. I ain't have nothing to do with it. I ain't no bad guy here. You ain't gonna treat me like look. I had to tell her, look, I work, I make content. You calling me constantly or whatever, texting me, you're gonna knock me off my mood. It's when you're making content, man. You got to be in the mood. You got your energy got to be right, man. You have to be in. People just keep thinking it's not a 9 to 5 job. A person can go into a 9 to 5 job, half tired, hungover, all kind of thoughts on their mind about their home life, and just go in there and do a mindless job. When you're creating content, it's off your mind. You're creating everything from your mind. You know what I'm saying? So you can't have people just calling and messing. And I had to tell this woman this. I'm like, you're not respecting my job. You're not respecting my work. And since you're not going to respect my work, I'm going to have to make you respect it. Call me back at 2. I don't want to hear from you till then. After that, we'll arrange another time you can call if you need to call again. That's it. No formalities, no politeness, no nothing anymore. Whatever. And it's a doggone shame because the white guy that I was dealing with during the investigation had no problem with. Right? This woman trying to tell me about myself 3 different times. Fuck shit, man. Just do your fucking job. It's not your job to be the mammy. It's not your job that like you own the thing. Just do your jobs, man. You think that she'd be talking to me the way that she talking to me if I was a white dude? Oh man, South Carolina had just as bad as you. I don't know why. We just got our power and everything back on late last week, fool. You Carolinians, South Carolinians already had your shit. What are you talking about, man? They're still recovering dead bodies out here in North Carolina. Whole towns are washed out in North. Anyway, y'all, I got this video over here from Lapeef. And these women out here talking crazy. You guys smash that like button. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Hey, what's going on, fam? What's going on? I say David Edits. What's going on, homie? But yeah, we're gonna get this thing started. No further ado. Let's get right into it. I got a 2 o'clock appointment, y'all.
Just speaking about the level of submission. So I'm just gonna take a deep breath just so I can just put this all together real quick. To answer the first question, the reason why Black women, because you was like Black men. So just like they said, white people, they're like, you can't say all white people is bad, but if majority of y'all is racist, then I'm gonna think you racist, right? Right?
The majority of white people aren't racist. She's already starting this thing off with a bad faith argument. The majority of white people aren't racist, man. Victim Olympics, man. That's that black woman was doing on the phone. South Carolina had it just as bad as you guys. This is not the Victim Olympics, nigga. I don't give a shit. I'm just trying to recover.
Agree that for white people, you feel me? It's like, yeah, I gotta feel you out first. You feel me? So I think the problem is men come in expecting that, not realizing the statistics. Even y'all, as the married men on this panel, y'all say y'all don't make up the majority of the men that we have to deal with. You know the issues that Black women have to deal with, as far as stable homes and things like that in the community. So yeah, when we initially come in, we're going to be a little, you feel me, a little combative, ask a lot of questions and things of that nature. But it's very hard because when you look, I seen a statistic the other day that said women own a lot of homes now, more homes than usual, more.
Are you going to talk about those foreclosures, dummy? Are you going to talk about those foreclosures, dummy? You going to talk about that? You're not going to talk about the fact that y'all are behind on all your rent, your mortgages and all that and getting foreclosed. Okay. High interest rates. Okay. You're right. You got it.
Actually doing something right. So when we come in, and it's not that we're trying to tell you how to do your job, but some of us sometimes have a little bit more experience in getting things done. And I feel like the men that's the issue in the community, the ones that you said like, oh, why do we feel like this? Or why do we feel like we need to question you? Is because a lot of them drop the ball. And when it's time for y'all to take our advice, a lot of us not trying to just make you take it, but we're asking questions to make sure you're going on the right path to doing things correct, just to make sure you got it all. And I don't think it's like to demean you, but I feel like a man that's comfortable in his masculinity, he knows a woman is going to ask.
If y'all don't stop talking about what you feel like and start going off of what the fuck we're saying, you're talking stupid as fuck. You look stupid as fuck. What the fuck are you talking about? Dumbass. What are you talking about? What are the men saying to your stupid ass? What are the men saying to you? That's what you need to go off of, stupid. You don't need to be over here what you feel and what you think. That's why you have babies out of wedlock. That's why you don't have a man. That's why you're married at 26%. That's why y'all are the majority of y'all are obese, right? That's why most of everybody think that you have attitudes. You don't listen. You don't listen. You don't listen. You don't listen. You just keep fucking talking in circles, babbling in this nonsensical loop that you're making us deal with in your fucked up ass minds. Okay? Stop talking about how the fuck you feel and what the fuck you think and go off what the fuck we're saying to you.
ask questions. He knows she's going to be concerned. That's just what we do. That's who we are, a king. When you think about it, they had oracles, they had advisors, and a lot of the oracles, when it came down to intuition and having to make decisions, they were women.
See how I use an ad blocker? Very mindful, very demure. I'm not watching ads like the rest of you. But when I do, I get paid for it.
You know,
Very
don't worry,
cutesy.
dummy.
I think I literally found like a Google cheat code because this update.
Not no
Got it all.
more.
And I don't think it's like to demean you, but I feel like a man that's comfortable in his masculinity, he knows a woman is going to ask questions. He knows she's going to be concerned. That's just what we do. That's who we are. A king. When you think about it, they had oracles, they had advisors, and a lot of the oracles, when it came down to intuition and having to make decisions, they were women. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do. We consult.
You think that a king that had some goofy female oracle, you think she was running around running her fucking mouth any way she wanted to? Or do you think she had to go towards that king with respect and she only came towards him when he asked for her guidance? Right? Do you think that she just ran around telling him about himself without him asking? Nah, man. See, they're bringing in stupid ass shit, right? They do anything they can to try to make it seem like you need guidance from some stupid, foolish ass female. No, you don't. Why are they trying to replace God so bad? You got to start thinking about this kind of stuff. Why do they want to replace God so bad as being your guidance, your peace, your intuition? Why are they trying to do that? Why are they trying to create space for themselves that we're not creating for them? We're telling them what we want them to do in our life, but they're saying, no, we're going to do this. Well, we don't want that, and we're not going to take it. So why are you still talking about it? Men are walking away more than ever, and you're still talking this crazy babble. This is what I'm saying. They're ignorant. They're halfway insane. They don't really want men. They just want to argue with you. They just want to debate. They want to break you. They want to mammy you. They don't really want to date you. They don't want to be with you. They feel like they're your older sister, your mama, your mammy, your auntie, your grandma, you know, and none of these goofy, dumbass, loose, goofball goobers have a husband, have a traditional, respectable family, nuclear family dynamic, none of that kind of stuff. It's just them online, single as hell, raising kids out of wedlock. Man, they look worn out in the fucking face, man. Look at these motherfuckers. You know, nothing about them is appealing to even an average-looking, average guy. He can do better than this overseas on vacation. Why sit here and argue with females about common sense dating dynamics when they're trying to restructure everything and be your God? Confirmation. Don't make any sense. Don't make any sense, right? Let's continue.
Another thing is when you talk about authority, it's the way that you're saying it, and then the positions that you're putting us in. When you have a business, you have, so for instance, think of it like you said, like a business, right? But it's more of a partnership. So when you think of a partnership, a team, but it's still.
Hey man, this ain't the day. If you don't take your dumb ass on somewhere, I don't give a shit what the title says. What does the channel name say? Stupid ass. It says David, right? King David, the wolf, whatever. That's me, fool. The title can say whatever it wants, and I can talk about the price of tea in China. You ain't got to watch, dumbass. You're over here just trying to get me off subject and you want attention. Why are you putting emojis in your comment? Aren't you a grown person? What kind of grown person puts emojis? Why do you want to emote to me what your emotional and your facial expressions are right now? Why do you think that I care? Gaslighting, trolling, you're dumb trash. Do you feel better now? Do you feel better? Are you done? If you're not, please continue. I have time today. You don't need to worry about what I'm talking about. For you niggas that be like, oh, well, you don't need to get online and tell your business. What did I really tell you? What specifics did I really give you? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Still a partnership. A marriage and a relationship is a partnership. So it's something they bring it, like they said, I bring something that women bring, you bring something that men bring, and together this makes it whole, like in a partnership. So if I say I'm gonna go into a business with you and this is a partnership, we own equal amount of the company. We have equal.
Don't go nowhere, bitch ass boy.
Authority.
Continue
so yes,
to
I'm going to question you.
continue to
and
troll.
yes, I need to make sure I
Nobody
understand
told you
because
you're done. Get your ass back
God
in the
say when two or
comments.
more come together, that's how you know you're divinely in tune. So when you and I can say, okay, now we can agree. Now we know we didn't met that equal masculinity and that
But
equal
that's impossible.
femininity. I know I see you rushing me, but I was waiting for a minute. But that's when you bring together that
Rushing you.
femininity and that
How long this
masculinity to make sure
motherfucker been
you have the
talking?
right question. Because if you notice, the Europeans kind of steer
3
the
minutes
men
straight.
wrong
Why
with
Lapeef got
making
his little
our
timer
opinion
up?
not
Oh,
as
he does.
valuable. And I feel like that's why a lot of men make mistakes, because y'all forget about our intuition, and our intuition is connected with faith.
You don't have faith in God. If you did, then you would go in the order of the Bible, dumbass fool. What does the Bible say? Does the Bible tell you to go off a woman's intuition? Does the Bible tell you to go off what Most High God is telling you? And then you disseminate that information amongst the women, children, and then whatever else, right? Right? So what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Your dumbass intuition got you on this panel. You're probably a single mother, okay? Whining about what men need to do and what men need to accept. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. What you going to do about it? What you going to do about it? You're going to keep whining. You're going to call us sus and all da. Why are you worried about us? We ain't worried about your stinking ass. Why are you worried about us? We're not listening to you. We don't care what you think. We're looking at logic. Why would we listen to you claiming you have intuition when all you do is get in bad student loan debt, get worthless degrees, right? Go out, get a car with a high interest rate, get a mortgage with a high interest rate, just so you can say you got it over a man. You're a dumbass fool. When you speak to men about owning a home, they want to know how much you're paying for it a month, how much you're paying on interest. We're not women. Oh, you got a house. Hell yeah. We want to know how much you owe on it, how much you put down, and what's the interest rate on it, dumbass. You just keep getting on here talking about stuff, right? You act like men can't get homes. Maybe we're thinking differently. Maybe we're not thinking about trying to have a bunch of debt. You know what I'm saying? Paying on the home or the property tax and get taken away. Maybe we're looking to invest differently. And we're not worried about what the stats look like, because y'all got degrees, homes, and you're still like bottoming out. You're the least married. Nobody wants you. So what good is it doing you? You're using it as bragging rights. You're not a dude. We don't care what you've accumulated. You have no femininity. Everything about you screams, I think I should be running things. I think I should be running you. My intuition is going to lead us where we need to go. The fuck in the Bible? Where anywhere does it say to be led by a woman, whether she's leading you from the front or she's putting a battery in your back? Where does it say anywhere to be led by a woman? You thinking a woman has enough sense to give you a little counsel when you ask for it, or two different things from some nagging ass wannabe God. You know what I'm saying? Some fake ass God trying to tell you what you need to be doing and how you should move. Because she don't have no role in her own life. She doesn't have anything that she's doing in her own life. She thinks it's her job as a woman to obsess over men and lead them, when instead you're our rib, right? So you can't help but be obsessed over us, but we're supposed to lead you. And you're supposed to find the right man by, vetting him properly, using your discernment, right? And find the right guy to lead you. Not ain't no real man gonna let you lead him from that lady on the phone was trying to run her mouth. I was like, nah, man, we ain't doing this. I had to get it in check. I wanted to get her in check or whatever, but I got her ass back in check. I'm not dealing with that crap. I'm not being mammied by nobody. I'm not getting mammied by nobody. I don't care what you got to do better, man. You got to do better. We ain't listening to this stuff. You see that we're going our own way and going overseas. You're losing your men. I mean, what is this stuff doing besides making you feel better?
Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So it might not be no evidence there, but our intuition, it be hidden, and the kings go to us, and us women. Just remember that in history.
Well, I agree with you, which is why I said it's nothing wrong with making suggestions, and there's nothing wrong with giving input. So I don't know if we're having like a disconnect in what you think I'm saying versus what I'm saying, because
she ain't listening to you.
I just wanted to be clear. There's nothing wrong with making a suggestion. There's nothing wrong with giving input. I'm not implying that women should be silent, women should have no opinion, and that women should have no thoughts. I don't know if that's not being communicated to you directly, but that's not what I'm saying.
I hear that, but I think that us living in a democracy and thriving in one and not a dictatorship, I think we can all agree that a democracy works better. And sometimes it's not a suggestion. Sometimes it's a hard no. because
See,
we
here's
see
the thing.
something maybe you don't see.
Here's the thing. Dad said something earlier where she mentioned it being a partnership. And I stated that that's impossible. And the reason why that's impossible, because no matter how you look at it, the man is always going to have to be be responsible in the end, no matter what the outcome is. Meaning, no matter what happens, whatever decisions are made, if they both make the decisions collectively, at the end of the day, the one who's going to have to stand up for them at the end is the guy. So being that the guy in the relationship is usually the one who has to be responsible. That is why I feel as though there should be a little bit more respect given to his direction and his suggestions, because in the end,
Appreciate that,
the
Dave.
weight will fall on his shoulders. If you're in a situation that needs protection, right? And I say, wait right here. And you like, oh, well, why should I wait right here? I'm gonna go out and look. If you go out and you look and you get shot and you get killed, no one's gonna say that his wife didn't listen to him and that's why she got killed. They're gonna say he failed to protect his wife. That's what they're gonna say. They're gonna say that man is weak and he failed to protect his wife, even though he gave her clear instructions to wait here. And even though her inability to just give him that little bit of respect is what got her killed, they're still going to blame him because it's his responsibility to protect her and not her responsibility to even protect herself or to protect.
He's cooking. But if you look at her face, Miss Tilted Head to the side right here, they are not listening to respond. They're listening to react. They're looking for flaws in what he's saying so that they can exploit them to make it seem like he don't know what he's talking about. They're not listening to what he's saying. They're not listening to him. And this is why they're single and steady telling us about ourselves. And you just don't get it. You just don't get it, man. Look, man, I have goofy content creators that try to get at me. You know, I have a lot. I just don't care. We don't care what you think. I don't care what anybody else thinks. And I don't realize on social media, everybody trying to influence you in one way or another. They want to get you to think the way they do or care about what they think so they can have control over you. Somebody like me who says what I want, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you try to get on your channel and critique what I'm doing in a weird. I don't care. You're nobodies to me. You know, your opinion means shit. If you're not in my reality directly, your opinion means shit to me. Y'all just don't understand that, man.
Protect him. So it's not a balanced scenario when a man and a woman are together. So there's no way that the decision making can ever be
Hey, what's up,
completely
fam?
equal. That's
Wolf
just
back in the
never going to
house.
happen. If me and you go out together and someone tries to attack us, it is going to be expected that I put myself in between me and you to keep you safe. There's a risk that I'm always going to have to take when I'm with a woman that she will never even have to consider. And so because there's so many options that you never even have to think about it, what I'm really saying is just trust me. Trust me. That's it. So maybe the way I stated it sounded a little harsher before, but what I'm essentially saying is give the man the trust, because a lot of women do not know how to trust and they want to question every little thing. And when you're questioning everything, to me, what that tells me is you don't trust me. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to risk my life for somebody who don't trust me. I don't want to go out in front of jump in front of a bullet for somebody who can't duck when I say duck. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Give men a little bit more trust, and you'll be pleasantly surprised in the direction that they'll lead you in. I think a lot of you think that men are just incompetent and have no thinking skills. But if some of y'all just sat back and stayed quiet for a little bit, you know what? Let me let him do it his way and let's see what the outcome is. Again, you'll be pleasantly surprised. You'll be like, damn, I never thought of doing it that way. And he did that. That's all I'm saying.
Cloud, that was the best example that you've given this entire speech. I wanted to start by saying that every other example that you gave fell on deaf ears, right? That was your best example. Yes, we can totally agree with you that I doubt any woman, if something is happening in the home and the man says, stay here, that we're going to be like, no, I'm going to go look. No, we're going to stay right there. Let you go on and figure out what's going on. But like Di was stating, the biggest component in what you stated is trust. And unfortunately, in the Black community, and this does not equate to all Black men, but a lot of Black women's experiences when it's coming down to trusting Black men hasn't led us in the best.
Whose fault is that, dummy? You're making no sense. Whose fault is that? Outside of you having a deadbeat dad, the relationships you chose to be in, whose fault that you're in those relationships? Whose fault that you've had bad experiences picking out the 10% and picking these Pookies and Chads and Tyrones out that 10% instead of the 80% of guys that you call lames or black guys that look like they like white girls and all this other stupid ass goofy shit that black women say, right? Because you only want one type of guy, some emotionally unstable Pookie that's been in and out of jail seeing his boyfriend so he can go ahead and transfer STDs over to you and you can transfer them to the community. Then call all of us sus, even though your man's like to go back and forth to jail like you got a boyfriend in there, right? We're tired of it, man. Y'all don't make any sense. You're saying a bunch of stupid, nonsensical babble. You pick the men you're with. How are you playing victim to the men you're with? You don't even, the stats say that you don't even see 80% of men. You're picking out of a 10 to 12 to maybe 15% range. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The stats say that black men are just as good of fathers to kids as a 2-parent household. We're on average making over 50,000. Most black men, unlike myself, don't have children. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? You just let these females just babble and they don't make any sense.
Direction, right? So we are going to be less trusting, especially in the beginning when it comes to certain things. I feel like in the beginning, a lot of the conversation landed more on finances, business decisions, what direction he wants to go in with our family, where we moving, what, you got this dream, you want to build something. We need to understand the plan. There are a lot of men that are dreamers and have these grandiose plans, but they don't know how they're going to get there, and they want us to already be on board.
What are you talking about? You said some men have these grandiose plans. Then go find one that you're comfortable with. Or here's an idea. Take your black asses outside the race and date outside the race, man. Date outside the race. Stop talking about us. Date outside the race. A lot of us are dating outside the race and doing what we want to do too. Like, we ain't worried about the fuck you got to say. We ain't over here just critiquing y'all and not doing nothing about it. We're looking for black excellence when it comes to black women, and we're looking for excellence elsewhere if we can't find it here. Date outside the race. Shut the fuck up and date outside the race, man. Stop whining about the men you pick, making it seem like that's all of us and make us all look bad to other races of women. Date outside the race, your black ass, man. Go with your 26% to other races of men that want your fucking stinking asses. I'm just saying that. Date out. We don't care. We're not on this black love shit, nigga. Go where you appreciate it. Date outside the race, man. I swear on everything. Date outside the race and shut the fuck up.
And already be on board with that without asking all my questions, because it has to make sense for us. In that last example that you gave, of course we're going to listen to you. That's the time we'll trust you. But when it comes to other situations, it takes time to build that trust. Now, I agree, if the woman has already chosen you and that's her husband, then she should be able to trust him. But I also should be able to ask you certain questions if I feel like, maybe you're not the best with money.
You don't get to question the plan that's put. See, this is what you want, a partnership, you dumb motherfuckers. Then why don't this? What if you're in a relationship with an actual? They keep talking about partnership, like it ain't no partnership. Like it's God. Then God gives me information. Then I come up with a plan or whatever, and we move. If I ask for any of your guidance, which I never will, I'll never ask the woman I'm with for fucking guidance on anything. You're the add to my peace. I will pay women and men to be my counsel. It will not be my woman. You are not going to ever feel like you have that kind of power in my life. I will go outside of the relationship, get counsel on solid things, and it's not going to be my woman. I'm not going to seek counsel from you. We can talk about stuff and we can come to, conclusions on things, but I don't need your counsel. Also, whatever partnerships they're ending up in, if it's a partnership, then how come he's not coming up with a plan and your raggedy stinking ass coming up with a plan? And y'all both come up with a plan and then y'all critique each other. Why does he have to come up with a plan for your raggedy stinking ass to fucking critique it? He's working hard to come up with something out the ether for your stinking ass to look over it and try to figure out what's wrong with it. Look for holes in it. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Who needs a manager? looking for a partner or a wife or, you know, a woman to be in a relationship with, who wants a manager? And that's what you black women think that y'all are. Mammy number one, manager.
Because even if a man, let's say we're talking about a provider, a man can bring home all the money, but he'll dedicate all the bills to his wife because he knows she takes care of that. The bills are going to get paid if I get this chunk of money to
gentlemen,
her. Because
that's called delegation. I did the same thing with my ex-wife. And you know what it did? It made her think that, just like these women, I need her. I dropped it like it wasn't. Y'all learn the hard way. The same shit she's talking about when I delegated certain things like going to the store, cleaning certain rooms, making sure the kids got out of the house at a certain time of the day, making sure that she covered not all bills, not main bills, but like certain bills, made sure the money was there for her to get it done. That's called delegating things out, man. When you're a leader, you're a sergeant, you delegate things down to the lower ranks because you can't do everything yourself. You're not out here narcissistic. You don't think you can do everything, but you do know how to get things done and how to put people in place to get the things done so you can move more optimally. Okay? You're babbling. You know what I'm saying? This is babble. Okay? This ain't what we want.
Go out and gamble it away. I might splurge it on something that I really want. So I do think there has to be a partnership there. We have to be.
Yeah, she keeps saying partnership, like they talk about men as just providers. Oh, you're a provider and we need a partner. If you stay with these American black women more specifically, but American women, period, they will neuter you. They will babble their way into your life and conquer you. And then when you're the man that they've made you into, they'll drop you like nothing because they're not attracted to you anymore. What they want is to constantly go back and forth with you and bicker and question you and all this other crazy stuff. Look out for your health. Look out for your health. You know what I'm saying? Micromanage all the time, dude. You know what I'm saying? And then if you don't get on board, oh, you're sus. And okay, yeah, you the same woman that's getting with these dudes fresh out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Just got through getting done with their boo in jail and spreading diseases to you, right? We're done. We're done. You guys smash that like button. I got 2 o'clock. Smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Drop a comment. You agree or disagree. If you want to troll about whatever I say, do that too. I got time today. I'm going to make somebody regret their mother taking that seed instead of swallowing it. I'm going to make somebody regret life today. Go on ahead and come in my comment section running your mouth. I got time today. I'm cooking. I'm going to cook y'all up, boy. Taking all my frustrations out on your fucking asses. Do it. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.